Well, hello and welcome to the first live stream of our podcast.
First.
This here is David Matherly. He's going to be joining me for this first episode. I'm going to try to figure out where the heck to put this.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Yeah, I wish it worked that easy.
Yeah, no, it didn't work that way. Dang it, Hollywood, and your constant lies to us.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna
how
try
about I
to
switch
put this
sides here? I'll go across the side here. Toasty.
Okay.
I'll turn that off. I promise I'll turn it off.
Okay.
You're fired. You got your phone on.
All right. I think we got that pretty good. All right. Well, we're going to start the podcast up pretty soon. Here, I'm going to just that a little bit. There we go.
Wow, they say the camera adds 10 pounds.
It makes you a ghost.
Oh, yeah, it does. Ooh, stop, Patrick, you're scaring him.
There we go.
All
A
right.
little better there. Yeah, all right. We'll record new segment. There we go. Make sure it's going. I'm honestly not sure if it's recording or not.
Well, we'll know after this, after everything. And
No, we're gonna stop it right now.
if the episode goes blank, it's not our fault. It's technology.
Yeah.
This wouldn't be happening if it was 1998 again. That's
Yeah, I'm
muted.
not sure. I was able to hear it earlier.
Unmute it.
Yeah.
There you go. Unmute it. There you go.
Except I can't hear anything.
We are experiencing technical difficulties. Hang in there, baby.
That we are. It was working earlier. I will say that. Of course, it doesn't want to work now.
Perhaps we should hire a tech aide.
Hold on. Interesting. Okay.
Well, for today's segment, we are going to be discussing why microphones don't work when they're intended to.
Yep. Okay.
This is ridiculous.
I don't know why it doesn't want to work. The volume's all the way up, right?
Do you have, like, feedback here?
No. I'm not getting anything.
Could it be this?
It's plugged all the way in. Plugged all
No,
the way
yeah,
in.
it could be that.
There we go. Now
Your volume was down on your headset.
There we go. Now it's working.
The volume level was down. So for future reference viewers, if you're using a headset, check all the levels first.
Yeah. If it's got a little volume.
You should probably,
There
Ooh.
Let's see if we can
Oh my word.
Okay.
I feel like that scene from Click. Oh, there's Barney.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Okay. We can make ourselves even more scary. Here we go. Whoa. We'll just alleviate it all together.
Oh, okay. Well,
No.
all right, that's fine. We'll deal with it.
We'll deal with that. This is the inaugural episode.
The
Just keep that in
inaugural
mind.
episode.
All right. Well, if you're just tuning in, you are listening to the first episode with David Matherly of the Recharged podcast through Technic. So, introduce yourself, David.
So, I'm David Matherly. I am the chief writer for Technic Magazine. I am also a voice actor and video gamer and anything else on the list that you decide to put me in the day. I'm a jack of all trades. At least according to my wife, anyway.
Well, so this episode we're going to be talking about the new Pokémon trailer, which I'm probably going to bring up on my other phone here. I have two. One's for my job. So, but yeah, we're going to bring up the trailer and just kind of look through it and talk about the new trailer.
I kind of can tell you, I expected them to release the trailer. My issue is like I didn't expect them to release the trailer so soon.
And so suddenly?
Yeah, it was
really
like
no
they were like,
fanfare. Yeah.
it's like 3 days before they released it. They're like, "Hey guys, tune into a Pokemon episode of Nintendo Direct," and we're like,
Yeah, the one thing that somebody just commented, the first thing that came up was, okay, Pokemon aren't going to follow you anymore, so it was like a feature, it was a new feature that they put in what was it?
"Let's Go
Pokemon
Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee."
Pikachu, yeah, and already took it out. So,
Personally, I didn't like it, my own opinion,
but anyway, ooh, look at that. Right off the bat, you can tell that they took the Let's Go engine and just kind of improved it a little bit.
a lot more pastels.
There's a lot more pastel. It's almost got and to side note on that, one of the comments that I saw was that this was one of the countries that may have gone to war with Kalos.
Ooh.
That was a theory that someone had, and that's an interesting theory because
Well, a lot of people were talking about how it like resembles Great Britain in a way, and they're
Yeah.
talking about like the whole World War I kind of thing in Europe. So they're also saying that there might be. I saw another rumor where they're saying that this might be a multi-region game because of that.
Ooh. That is true, yeah. I wonder if there's probably going to be islands. There are different regions in Thailand. Right off the bat, yeah, I can already see the changes in style from Kalos in the game after.
You think they'll have generic names, or you think they'll actually respond to our names in this one?
Are they going to go with pronouns at all?
Touche.
You. Already, game looks freaking beautiful.
It looks good, but it worries me a bit.
What is that?
Because so the Nintendo Switch is not the most powerful of consoles, so I'm
Sure.
worried that it's looking good in the trailers and things like that, but we've seen experiences with the Switches of like these really beautiful games such as like Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and the Tales of Vesperia high definition crashing because of their graphics level. And so that kind of worries me a little bit.
True. My thing is, it's Pokemon Company. They're obviously going to optimize it. They're like the forefront of everything. So look at the water.
Yeah, that water, yeah, it's just beautiful.
The water graphics. You good there, Steven? So Pokemon battles are already looking much more dynamic.
We're also seeing the return of some famous Pokemon like Pikachu.
First one we see, Pikachu.
First one we see is Pikachu. It's just like,
What's
come
funny
on.
is it's a wild one, so yeah. Of course, we're still not seeing Pokemon actually attack each other.
Yeah, that's
it's still
true.
got that little gap in between. So,
Trainer battles.
trainer battles are everything. The animations just look way more fluid.
Kind of reminds me of like Pokemon XD in a way.
Yeah, it really does have that kind of look. Oh, is that your alarm?
Stop.
Yeah, sorry for that. We had an Alexa go off.
And Alexa going, that's such a first world problem.
Yeah, there we go. I think it looks.
Alexa.
Yeah. Okay, so I was trying to look at this. We got the battle.
You think they're gonna add dual trainer battles in there, or are we still gonna have the swarm?
That's a good question.
Like, because we saw swarms in, I think it was, we saw them in, my mind just stopped, y'all. This is the last one, the Alolan region. Sun and Moon.
Yeah.
We saw swarms in Sun and Moon, and we saw what began as swarms in X and Y, but then they had, like, the games in the middle that were, like, not really... didn't really have swarm. I mean, none of the remakes have the swarm capability either. So, like Alpha Sapphire, things like that, we never saw the swarm ability there. But we still had the dual battles. So, that'd be kind of interesting to see if they add those dual battles.
True. And I was just going to say, just look how detailed the environments are. I mean, you see it just right through there. Going into the trainer battle, like everything is there. The backgrounds all reflect where you're at. So it's cool
Which is
to
a
just
feat
see-
in and of itself in a Pokemon game.
Exactly, I know. And just like, even just the minuscule stuff like shadows, just the artistic detail
And the
aesthetic.
Munchlax. We're gonna have
And
a
the
Munchlax! Yes!
And just
Weather.
oh yeah, weather has made a return.
We have weather now, so we have snow, we have probably rain and stuff. I wonder if that's weather's just going to be dependent on the region of the area or the map you're at, or is that going to be it's going to be actual weather? Like one day you'll be in this field and it's going to be sun shining, and then like as you're in that field chasing Pokemon, it starts to rain. And I wonder if that's going to be a mechanic in it, because the Switch has that capability.
That's true. Yeah, I wonder if it is going to be region specific or if it's going to be random. That was one of my favorite things about Ruby and Sapphire was the rain. Oh, I just noticed that. Oh, of course, it goes back all the way there.
All the way there.
We gotta rewatch the battle. Yeah, so we've got some caves. Everything's just more detailed, and I'm loving how much detail has gone into this, because you can tell that they just really cared in creating a truly next-gen Pokemon. Because this is the first console release, technically, of a Pokemon game.
Well, since the GameCube.
XD, yeah, but those weren't main titles.
Yeah.
But I'm loving this, and this is reminding me of like Scotland in a way, or like the countryside of England.
It looks like Close Encounters of the Third Kind with the crop circles.
We've got these little
crop circles
in the background. It's almost like a mix of Native American and Great Britain.
Which I kind of wonder if that has something, those designs on the hill has something to do with the legendary, which is yet to be revealed.
Probably, I would imagine. But we just see, I'm wondering, have we seen customizations in clothing? I mean,
we saw a little bit in the
changes.
Alolan region.
Yeah. And we're seeing customization. I don't know if it's customization, but it's looking like there's going to be arena battles of some sort. I'm not sure if this is the gym. But you can definitely tell that this is styled after Great Britain, especially when it goes into the arena scene, because everything's soccer garb. It looks like a soccer arena. The football.
Let's hope they set their trap cards.
So it's interesting to see whether that's going to be some sort of like super arena again, or if that's the gym, how they're going to be
like the Elite Four.
Yeah.
Which we know's got to make a comeback. They've been in every...
Yeah, and that was the end of the region trailer. Then, of course, it goes into the little cutout for the Pokemon, the starters.
Which I gotta say, Sobble is the best in this trailer.
Sobble?
You're gonna disagree with me. I'm gonna start a war in our comments section, but Sobble is best. Don't question me. I know what's best.
Yeah, we got Score Bunny to start off.
Mainstream.
Mainstream, the fire. And then...
Look at that adorable thing.
Little Sobble, yeah.
Sobble's so
I don't know
adorable.
which one you're going to choose. Let us know in the comments if you're going to be choosing one of them.
Look how adorable he is.
That's really cute. I can't wait to see the revolution.
Oh, I hope he turns. He's gonna go from like super cute to like Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator swollen.
Yeah. What's up?
We might actually have some evolution leaks.
Oh.
Oh, so a friend has just brought to our attention that the evolutions might have been leaked.
Whoa. What?
Yeah, and as we figured,
As we expected.
Sobble becomes this is looking to become this like super buff.
Demonic, like...
What is that? He looks like a wall.
He's a walrus.
This particular writer is comparing it to looking like something from Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
It really does.
Tune into Technic later. I will be writing a story on this.
Yeah. Link that to David. Yeah, so we have evolution leaks. We'll be linking that to the website later on, technicnews.com. All right. So obviously we know he has a favorite. I always tend to go with grass types. That's just me. Yeah. It's the easy way out.
Of course. He's gonna choose the water type. I'm gonna choose the grass type.
I'm not sure about this time around. I think I like the fire type this time. Score bunny.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. Grookey looks like one of like the little what's his name from Gremlins.
Oh yeah.
The fur ball, the one that hasn't turned yet. What's his name? I was gonna say Wicket, but that's the Ewoks adventure. That's not it.
So I'm wondering, okay, just based on we were talking about legendaries.
Yeah,
And usually the logo,
has something to
Kinda
do with the
reveals-
legendaries.
yeah, so sword. And first off, as a fantasy lover, I love the names of the Pokemon titles.
Yeah, yeah.
Pokemon Sword and Shield, already sold. As soon as I can buy a Switch, I'm buying a Switch. But yeah, Pokemon Sword, we see that it's got a wolf at the top.
Well,
I'm
we can
wondering if
assume
there's
to be a
gonna
wolf.
a wolf or some sort of wolf-like Pokemon. So I'm wondering if the legendary is going to be anything like that. Oh, it's also a wolf for Shield though too, so that might just be the logo of the
Yeah.
area.
Or it could have something to do with, I don't know, Houndoom or something. Houndoom's the legendary in this one, guys. They didn't even make a new one.
They're losing creativity in there.
Losing creativity.
And yeah, it's coming in late 2019, so we can probably expect it around November. That's usually when these games.
Yeah,
release.
it's normally like November, end of October-ish era. We'll probably see. I'm gonna expect just the way that Game Freak works. We'll probably see a playable demo like we've seen for the past two games. My guess is they'll probably release August, September, like the last ones.
Sure.
But we can only assume.
Yeah. That was the end of that trailer. Of course, we're gonna read through the comments. But like I said earlier in the podcast, Pokemon aren't gonna follow in this game. At least what it appears like in the trailer. We see the player walking alone, so it's a lost feature there.
Maybe it's one of the. It could also be one of those features you can turn on or off too.
Yeah, true.
Because the one thing we know about the Pokemon Company is when they hear their fans want something, they tend to listen. Cough, cough, EA, cough, cough.
True. Corson Drax 4 days ago said Score Bunny will evolve into Flash Hair or Flare Hair.
Flare hair.
Calling it now.
Clever.
And no one is speculating that the legendaries could be wolves. It's in the logo, and that's what we were talking about.
Yeah.
So some sort of like
Lycanroc.
Lycanroc. They're literally a sword and shield with a wolf head. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't know. What do you think? Could legendaries both be like wolves,
Well,
but different like?
I'm trying to figure out exactly how they're going to incorporate legendaries, and here's why. We've already had Arceus, which creates everything. We've already had Space and Time, so we had Palkia and Dialga. We've already had the Sun and the Moon with Solea, or whatever the name that Pokemon was from Sun, and then Luna. I was going to say Lunatone and Solrock, guys, but I'm just proof I'm a third gen fan. Third gen, best gen.
Third gen
So we had the Sun and the Moon, we had the Creator, we had Space and Time. I really don't see what else they're gonna put in here, because even Sword and Shield, we technically already have a Sword Pokemon that also evolves into a Shield Pokemon.
Yeah.
He came out in 7th gen, which we also got a lot of other weird Pokemons. We also got a set of keys and a trash bag. So
Yeah, that we did. I feel like so we're going with a Great Britain theme here, and that's so, and werewolves are definitely part of the legends.
yeah, but we already had Lycanroc.
Yeah, that's true. So
With
maybe
all
they're
of his
expanding
forms
upon
and-
that. So what makes Sword and Shield? I mean, it could just be going along with the theme of knights and Great Britain and all of that. It
Which
also
I'm
makes
down
me
with.
feel like they're like defenders maybe of the land. So you know, the shield being a defender, and I don't know, something like that. Be
Either way,
interesting to
there's
see.
conflict involved.
Apparently, someone said that it's already leaked to be a metallic snake and something else, also metallic that I forgot. Search for shield and sword leaks. I can't talk. It's accurate because everything they announced before has been correct.
Yeah, but that just sounds like Zygarde.
Yeah.
Metallic Snake, that's Telltale of Zygarde, and we've already had Zygarde as a main legendary, not only through the main games, but also through fan-made games like Pokemon Uranium.
Pretty Chill Frog says, if it's not going to be some kind of gun, I'm gonna be pissed. Just people call it the wrong times. Is that the map? Oh wow! So it is modeled after Great Britain. That is really cool.
You know, I wonder if we're gonna have still like, because they're already saying they have their own like Skywheel and Big Ben. I wonder if we're gonna run into the Queen.
Maybe.
That'd be really cool to have your Pokemon knighted, Sir Pikachu.
But yeah, that's true. I'm not really sure. I don't know where I never get calls, and now all of a sudden I'm getting calls while I'm live. People choose the wrong time to keep calling.
Stop text messaging me while I'm doing my videos.
Yeah, exactly.
90s kids will get that.
I gotta send a message real quick.
Sending messages. In the meantime, this podcast is brought to you by Eagle Hand Laundry. Are your Eagle's hands dirty? We'll wash them clean for you.
That's in lieu of actual sponsors, which we're gonna have soon. So
Eventually, we'll have sponsors.
eventually. We're waiting right now. Using the program that we use, Anchor, they give us sponsors. So right now they're trying to line us up with some. So I'm adding in sponsored segments. This one probably won't have one. Next episode, possibly. Someone said they're looking forward to Pokemon Salt and Pepper.
Salt and pepper might be a little bit, with it being 2019, that might be a little much. You know, we already had Pokemon Black and White, and that caused turmoil.
Here's a list by Mr. Mad Lad. Gen 9, Pokemon Bacon and Eggs. Gen 10, Pokemon Hit and Miss. Gen 11, Pokemon Fork and Knife. Pokemon Boy and Girl.
That one will never happen.
Oh, yeah. Pokemon Eggplant and Peach. I don't know why Peach.
Eggplant and Peach? Why Peach? What, Mario?
I get it.
I
It's a
get
dirty
it.
joke.
Okay.
Pokemon Mario and Luigi.
Especially with Bowser being the president of Nintendo now.
Burger King and Foot Lettuce. Gun and Grenade.
Pokemon Gun and Grenade.
Well, somebody was wishing for a gun as the legendary. Maybe that's our start.
I can't wait, like, to just have... Well, even if we can't have guns, at least give me, like, a Pokeball launcher. Because, you know, these kids' arms have got to be getting tired.
That's true. The rabbit starter is going to evolve into Big Chungus.
Big Chungus.
I need to see the replies to this one.
Oh, my word.
This is supremely unfunny.
How do you get that? It's unfunny. You got the person 2 comments below you crying, rolling on the ground.
Toward Chungus.
Toward Chungus.
We called it.
Oh boy, these evolutions. So they're saying that they're going to be armored evolutions. So I don't know how you're going to put armor on a fire rabbit.
So, do you think this game's going to have a third entry? That's a good point.
Well, we haven't seen it in any of the other games.
Sure.
So
they've kind of abandoned the whole third entry.
I like the idea of third entry, but I think the last good one we're going to have was, well, Emerald.
Yeah. This person said next one's going to be Pokemon Rock, Paper, and Scissors.
I could see that.
Yeah. Do we have a rock? Oh, Geodude.
Yeah, we have multiple. We have Geodude, we have Graveler, we have Golem.
Multiple rock Pokemon, like actual rocks.
We don't really have a paper Pokemon, do we? We have a scissor Pokemon.
Do we?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, Scizor.
Yep.
Literally just scissor.
Basically.
For the love of Arceus, please don't make Scorbunny's final evolution some weird swole rabbit.
We're calling it now as Technic. We're going to say that all of these evolutions are going to start and become just like real big swole, like ginormo.
Team Rocket or something? Oh, that's true, yeah.
Yeah, who's going to be the...
Who's going to be the enemy?
The enemy.
The antagonist.
I'm
You've
gonna
always
say
been a team.
Sir Lancelot and the Knights of the Round.
Honestly, I would not be surprised to have some sort of Knights of the Round Table in this.
That would be really cool though. Like
Yeah.
you have like Sir Lancelot, Sir Gardevoir. Gardevoir's a Pokemon.
It is.
Sir, you know, King Arthur, whatever you have. Which just goes back to my idea of having the Queen. And I wonder what the Queen would do. Maybe she queens and vacuums.
And of course, someone brings up the anime. With a new series comes a new anime with Ash in it.
Well, what we can only assume to still be Ash. Because
He was pretty much unrecognizable. In the
yeah,
last
he's pretty
iteration.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Which how many Pokemon do you think they're going to add to that roster with it being a new anime and then a new game? Last year we got I think 92. I think.
Dang, I don't know. I feel like there's not going to be as many added to this one, just because I think they focused more on creating a great mainstream title.
Yeah.
For Switch, they probably didn't have, the resources and enough time to develop. They probably put the bare minimum.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm thinking.
Not to mention, there looks like these guys are running out of creativity, which sucks to be Pokemon. But then again, if Yu-Gi-Oh can keep coming up with creative ideas, then I'm sure Pokemon can keep coming too.
Someone said, "Rest in peace, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remakes." But you know what? Following me.
I could see it.
I think a Diamond and Pearl remake is coming after this. I think they wanted to focus on. They don't want to ruin people's nostalgia. Why make a game now when they can perfect the engine with Sword and Shield and release it after?
I mean, well, then again, they did do Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, which I foresee a port of those in the future, just because of the way those were built.
Oh yeah, yeah. Squirt Bunny rubs its nose so dang much that it needs a bandage. Did it have a bandage?
Yeah, Squirt
Oh,
Bunny
it's
has a
in it?
Band-Aid looking thing on its nose. We don't really know exactly what it is, but it still doesn't account for Sobble. Sobble's still best.
Another good note that someone just made that I just realized looking at the trailer, wild battles are back.
Yeah.
You're not seeing the Pokemon on the field anymore, so I'm wondering what kind of feedback they got on seeing Pokemon in the field. Because originally they put that in Let's Go to alleviate the random battle that people complained about in JRPGs.
Yeah, but I like the random. That's what made these games the games, the random battles.
Yeah.
To be running through nonchalantly through a bucket of brush, and then all you hear is flashing screen. Dun 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 dun. And I like that. It's been that way since the Final Fantasy days.
And yeah, so I'm just wondering. So I guess with Let's Go, they were trying to make it easier for people to jump into the series. Now they're going back to its roots. Someone said Pokemon Spear and Staff for the next gen, I'm calling it. But I could see Spear as a third entry if we're going to go back to that direction.
I
Which
mean, yeah, Spear.
I don't think they will.
Yeah, it does. There's
With-
nothing here that says third game, but I mean, Spear could work.
That's
Pokemon Axe.
So someone said Score Bunny could be based off the Energizer Bunny because it looks like it's fire electric.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Most all of the fire type starters are firefighting types when they evolve. Do you think Score Bunny's going to follow the same track?
I don't know because it's starting off fire electric. Because you can definitely see sparks coming off its feet as it's climbing up that middle, up the building. So I think it's fire electric, which that'd be interesting.
That'd be very interesting. We've never really seen that.
I don't think we've seen that in a Pokemon.
Here's to still begging for a ghost type at some point. A ghost type in the starters, which maybe Sobble, the way that the apparent leaked evolutions are, it could
Honestly,
possibly be a water ghost, which would also be interesting.
Sobble almost looks like Water Dark. So I don't know.
Water Dark would be fun.
Yeah.
Like
He's
this
got
water
this,
shadow
black
ball.
Skin, yeah.
Just like water shadow ball.
What is Nick Fury going to show up at the end of the campaign in the kid's bedroom talking about putting together a Pokemon initiative?
I'm Charles Xavier.
Yeah. Still interested in hearing what the legendary Pokemon is going to be. But it looks like they're doing a lot with this trailer. There's a lot in a little bit of a trailer. And I don't know, I haven't really dug into it too much. Haven't watched any of the game theories on it. Someone said Sobble is the cutest water starter. Yeah, do you agree with that? Yeah.
Sobble is definitely one of the most adorable starters I've ever seen in my life.
Ooh. Someone said an Industrial Revolution based villain team would be ideal for this kind of game.
I mean, we had Team Skull that made no sense in the last game,
That's
so why
true.
not?
Yeah, we had gangsters for the last one.
Whole game.
What's up? What's up?
That was me and a buddy when we first saw that. We stopped. He actually dropped his DS.
Guzma.
He dropped his DS and he goes, "Bruh, they're throwing up gang signs." I'm like, "What?" We see him over there throwing up gang signs. We're like, "Whoa, this isn't gonna do well."
So an Industrial Revolution one would be kind of cool to see people in top hats.
Especially with England, yeah.
I'm wondering if we're going to see any top hats in this game. We better see top hats in this game.
Which poses another question. Is there going to be voice acting, yay or nay?
I don't think so.
Pokemon's not known for voice acting unless it's
not.
the weird off games. Like XD had a bit of voice acting.
Nintendo in general, they're not, like, their mainstream games anyway, their main titles, like Mario, there's really bare minimum voice acting.
Yeah, I mean, you have
bare minimum voice acting.
Yeah, I would love to have those
and
jobs. As a voice actor, my dream is to work for Nintendo because I literally get paid $1 million just to go, huh, 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 hoo, hoo, huh. Yeah!
Pokemon Coffee and Pokemon Tea is going to be such a good game.
Pokemon Coffee and Pokemon Tea. And crumpets, because this is England.
Yep. Pencil and paper coming soon to the Nintendo Switch. So, but yeah, I mean, definitely excited to see another trailer, and we're definitely going to talk about it more once we get more info. There's really not much to go off of unless we want to dig super deep and zoom in on flowers,
theories,
and theories, and
it's like there's obviously tulips in the game. We can see tulips, and that's a foxglove.
There are probably theories out there, but we really don't know much. I'm just reading through comments. A lot of people like Grookey. I don't really see the appeal.
I don't see the appeal.
It doesn't seem that unique to me. Squirrel Bunny looks cool. You got a rabbit that can climb using static electricity and has fire abilities.
Here's the City Escape being Score Bunny's theme song. He were taking it back from Sonic.
And people are going to be pissed if he turns into a fire and fighting type.
Oh, yeah, they are.
Yeah, because
there will be a riot.
It's always fire and fighting.
Always fire and
this one's
fighting.
Going to be fire electric, which would
but
be really interesting.
I'm just saying.
Water dark or water ghost.
If those evolutions are true, though, like, I mean, he looks like he could be a firefighting type. Because, again, the swole rabbit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
Like, he looks like that scene in Space Jam where Bugs drunk the water and, like, became, like, super buff.
We actually have to stop the recording because we are coming up to a 30-minute maximum, so... yeah, that's going to be it for today's podcast.
Check out Technic later on for more updates on those evolutions.
Yeah, and listen to our podcast every Thursday morning at 9:30 a.m., I guess.
We'll wing it.
It's going to go up at 6 p.m. on all of your podcast listening platforms, and it's live on YouTube every Thursday morning. Oh, jeez. And join technicnews.com for our social media accounts where you can stay up to date with all of our news. David's going to be writing some stuff today, so.
But have at it, guys.
I will
Stay lively.